morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and beautiful little lovelies out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you most deliciously wherever you are in the world. Okay, let's look at the humble spud, shall we? My delicious little babies, it's all right, don't worry about my fingernails. I've been out foraging today. I got lots of blackberries. If you look at this wonky potato now, my delicious little babies, you'll see that up here now, it's got a bit of scar tissue. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. So this is not myself being offensive to anybody. So when I put up the shorty video, my delicious little babies, it was not meant to offend anybody, okay? I'm just pointing out in my co-op spuds what came out. Okay, my delicious little babies, there is a co-op, isn't there? Is it co-op funeral services? Anyway, my delicious little babies, mind you, they have co-op food, they have co-op everything, don't they, my delicious little babies, anyway? So what's the time, Mr. Wolf? So the time is 5 to 7 p.m. in our old England, my delicious little babies, on this sunny evening on the 22nd of July 2026, and of course it's also the day of my beautiful, so very beautiful, wonderful and marvellous, beautiful Nana Bear's birthday. She would have been 101 today, my delicious little babies. 101, look at that, look at that. She probably would have reached that age if there wasn't any interventions, you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, yes. So anyway, no, I never let nothing go. Okay, my delicious little babies, so doesn't matter, because there we are, we'll get there in the end, yes. So what is it that I want to talk about this evening, my delicious little babies? So yeah, I've had quite an interesting day. So well, lots of different things happened. What a difference a day makes, 24 little hours. Yeah, I went out foraging today, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? Just like what we used to do with my beautiful dear little Nana and Grandad. How I love them both so. They'll be enjoying their time where they are, which isn't far away, my delicious little babies, not far away at all, okay? Maybe as close as our table now. Yes. Anyway, my delicious little babies, but yes. And what we used to do is we used to, you know, like forage. You know, like go and get like little blackberries, you know, black currants. Yeah, I got a massive flipping bag full. I did, my delicious babies. I was talking, you know, to others, you know, as they were passing, you know, as I was foraging, you know, picking me fruit, you know, which is free to the land. My delicious babies, free to the land. Okay. And I said I'm going to make me jam. Anyway, there's somebody else who wants some of my black currants. So that's all right. I'm going to put some aside because what I did, as soon as I got home, put them in boiling hot water with salt and bicarbonate soda and just give them a swish around, you know, with a spoon and just let them do their magic. It's magic, you know. Well, of course it is, my delicious little babies, when we're going out foraging. You know, what's free off the land, isn't it? Now, when I spoke to others, you know, they said, you know, well, how much would that have been worth? I said about 10 squids, ka-ching, ching, 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 ching. Just that bag. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, what's the point that I'm making, my delicious little babies? Next time that you know, ones go to a supermarket, maybe, which I used to do when I was very little, just go and forage, the same as my beautiful dear little Nana and Papa Bear. okay? And my beautiful dear little Nana and Papa Bear, Grandad Bear, Dad Bear, you know, goes always now then. You know, they used to have at the bottom of the garden, I was telling others as I was foraging, you know what I mean, my delish babies, and I said, you know, you used to have grow cabbage, rhubarb, different things now then. You know what I mean, my delish babies. Of course, a lot who were passing myself, the little babies, they were of a little bit older than myself because none of us are old. We are not old. Okay, my little babies, so please do not, I beg of the Lord of mercy, to anybody on this earth ever say, oh, I'm getting older now. No, you are not. And I'm not pointing at you, my little beautifuls, okay? You are not old. Stop saying it, okay? Because when you keep saying it, it draws closer, okay? There we are. My shoulders go up. It draws closer. So do please, once again, I beg you with the Lord of mercy, each and every day, please look in the mirror for anybody who wishes to. That's not me being sarcastic, but some, very sadly, do not like looking in the mirror. I have spoke to ones in the decades. They do not want to look in the mirror at themselves. And that is a terrible shame. Okay? But for those who do, you look in the mirror and you say, it's magic, you know. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am delicious. I am strong, just like that tree over there. And I am healthy, just like this tree over here. And I'm especially as healthy with my beautiful little tree Anastasia. You know, she's even sprouting new leaves. Look at that. Look at that. After all these years, my delicious babies, yes. So yeah, so I was foraging and I managed to get loads of blackberries so that I can make my jam. Okay, my delicious babies, because you know there's nothing like homemade jam. You know what I mean, my delicious babies anyway. So remember the pegs now. Ones must always remember the pegs. Okay, yes. Never forget those pegs now then, because they're always around, you know what I mean, on the rooftops, on ground, up above. Yeah. Just like when they tell everybody, you know, like when you're up in the sky that you whatever heart. I'm not so sure about that, my delicious babies. Anyway, I talked about this years ago. But of course, there we are. Nobody listens to my videos. So anyway. But anyway, my delicious babies. So the last thing now that I want to discuss is to do with the six-fingered man or woman. Now, I happen to be looking at an awful lot of videos, my delicious babies, to do with the six-fingered man and woman. Okay, my delicious babies. But if we look at our hands, let's just take a look at our hands, right? So that's our hands, yes? But if you really look, it looks quite odd, doesn't it? But if you was to add another finger, it would look more even, so it would match the thumb to the sixth finger. You see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, okay. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, that's all I want to say. So if anybody's out there, feel that I've got any more information to say, no, I'm not going to draw any attention to anything. Okay, so I just thought I'd put up this little shorty video, really. Okay, let's just keep looking up on a roof. Oh, yes, that's the other thing I wanted to say, my delicious babies. Now then, you know that we heard Anne Whitcomb. Yeah. Look at the little bird. Yeah, she really needs a good paint, you know. I'm going to have to get some more paint because the last one, somebody decided to smash it, you know what I mean? Anyway, my delicious baby's nothing to do with myself. It's whatever they wanted to, there we are. Shoulders go up, put across to myself. Never mind. That's all right. Yeah, and then we hear that, oh, yeah, somebody had got a hammer to her. 21 times, my delicious little babies. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening all over this land. Hammer out a danger, I'd hammer out a warning. I'd hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters. Whoa, all over this land. Woo, yeah. 21 comes to 3, my delicious babies. So why is it taking them all this time, my delicious babies? Not that I'm saying that nothing's happened now then. I'm just saying, my delicious babies, that ones have to question. I did a video the other day, didn't I? That nobody listens to. Not to worry, not to worry. There's always someone hearing. There's always someone seeing. Notice how I did that backwards, my delicious babies. So yeah, funny how now it turns out it's 21 times that Anne Whitcomb has been hammered. Okay, my delicious babies. Well, yeah, let's just look at that sunshine there. Can you see the sun, my delicious babies? And can you see all the leaves around it? Okay. So sometimes, my delicious babies, ones need to really, really, really look closer. Okay, my delicious babies, yes. Just like my beautiful little tree Anastasia. You probably can't see. Oh, yeah, you can. Can you see? You got the eyes, you got the nose, and you got the beard. Okay, my delicious babies, yes. Look very closely, then you'll see. Okay, so at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, my delicious babies, what do they want to do? What do they want to do? I've still got to get that bloody part cut down. Never mind, we'll get there in the end. So what is it that I really want to say to you all, my delicious babies? Please. Yes, it's important to see and it's important to hear. But sometimes it's important to hear and it's important to see. Okay, my delicious babies, yes. And it's really strange, isn't it, how they're going around this? I mean, really, really, really. When you actually spare a thought now. Now, for those out there who actually believe this, well, bless you all. That's all I can say. And it's not for the fact that I'm not coming on the camera. I could come on the camera now. I could just walk indoors and I could just, simple things, I could just come on the camera and just tell you all. So it's not that I'm hard in my boat race, because tomorrow morning, okay, I'll be done telling everything again. So it's nothing now that I cannot say. Do you see what I mean? But it's just rather amazing. And if one's not getting it by now, okay, my delicious babies, they pulled the same stunt with Charlie Pop the Cork. Everybody was watching months and months leading up, you know, because that's what ones do. If somebody's passed away, what's the first thing they do? They look at the past footage. Exactly the same here. So they did the same as Born in the USA, which is what they're doing over here. There we are. My shoulders go up. My delicious babies, yes. And what is it now that where Anne Whitcomb lived, that it was all really quiet? And where have we heard this before over the decades, my delicious babies? There was another one, wasn't there, many years ago? It just came to my noddle. Where this man, apparently this elderly man, was supposed to be selling drugs, and all of a sudden he was attacked. And it happened to be Wormbetard in the same sort of setting. My delicious babies, yes. I cannot remember it now, but I know who it, you know, when I go back, I know who it was. But it's just going back in time. But you need to go back to that time, my delicious babies. And he lived in one of these, you know, just normal, quiet places, you know what I mean? But it was all to do with drugs and everything else. And before you knew it, woof. So all I have to say just to end my video, my delicious babies, please, I beg you with the Lord of mercy, for whoever you are out there in the world, please remember the lights. You cannot see them at the moment because they won't come on until dusk. But please pay attention, there we are, to what is really going on now. Okay? Please do not always believe everything that you hear. Okay, my delicious babies, it does get rather tiring, you know what I mean? After a while, my delicious babies, you know what I mean? When you just keep trying to just, there we are, get your point across. But of course, not everybody's going to believe it. Some are going to be in devastation. And I understand that. But when we're living in a world where they want everybody in devastation, my delicious babies, we've got to remember red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and, oh, there is a blue slide there, my delicious babies. The plastic bags come off it now, the black bag. Now you can see the blue. Okay, my delicious babies. So whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one line. My delicious babies, one line. Remember the pegs. How I love you all so. Please take care of yourselves now then. Please try to take care of others because we are in a bonkers, crackers and crazy world. And peace, love, harmony and full protection to each and every one of you. I do love you all, I love you to my heart, whoever listens. But guess what? You just got to look. There we are, outside the box. You see, I got rid of my box. You see what I mean? But somebody else has got their boxes, you know what I mean? But not for myself. So even though this looks like a box, it's not really a bad box, you know what I mean? But for others, it's a bit taller. Okay, my delicious babies. So you just look after yourselves now. Lots of love. Take care. It's magic, Love ya. Goodbye.